Hello guys, I know you have probably seen this grass animation by Ian Hubert. This is not a lazy tutorial, but let's try and make something like that. Add the plane, go into edit mode and subdivide it. Then you can go into your sculpt mode and then let's create a quick terrain. Now we want to create the animated grass. Go into particles, add a new particle, select hair, and then we want to bring down the hair length. Now go into your render properties, under curves, viewport display, change it from strand to strip. Back in your particles, hair shape, turn off close tip, then we can adjust the diameter of the hair particles. Now we want to add a force field, wind. Under the wind, we go into the physics, put the shape on plane. You can adjust the strength. Then we want to add a force, turbulence force field from left to right. We have the grass animated. So under the physics, turbulence, change it from point to plane. Then you can adjust the strength and the size. So the larger the field, the larger the size of turbulence you want to use. So you want to animate the turbulence. Let's keyframe the location, move it a bit, keyframe the location. You want to press V to set the frame handle type to vector, and then go into your graph editor. We animated this on the x-axis. You want to right click on this extrapolation and change it to linear extrapolation. So it continues moving throughout our scene. So now if we want to reduce the speed of this, we can just come back to our timeline and shift the keyframe forward and the speed will reduce. If we want to increase it, we shift it backwards and the speed will increase. Alright, now we have our grass animated. The next thing is to go into our particle system, go into the properties. Under children, we want to turn on interpolated. Now for the display amount, you can set the display amount to be the same as the render amount so you know how much grass is going to show in your rendered view. You can go ahead into weight paint to create a path through this grass. We turn off the particle system, reduce the radius, and draw a path where we don't want this grass to be. Turn it back on. Still in our particle properties, you want to go to your vertex group, and under density you want to apply the vertex group. We want to invert this. Go back to weight paint and then weights, click on invert. Alright, this is what we get after reducing the strength of the wind and the turbulence. So you can also go to your particle system for the length and add that same vertex group. So it will create a fade between the grass and the road. So now we have this created. Create a quick material for this. For that, first of all, let's duplicate this. Now for this duplicated one, let's name this ground. For the ground, we want to remove all the particle system. Now for the grass, in your viewport display, you want to disable show emitter, and your render disable show emitter. So we can set a separate material for the grass and the ground. So there you have it. After adjusting our force field settings and creating a scene, this was the color I used for my grass. A mix shader, a principal BSDF, and a translucent shader. And then under the mix shader, I moved it to be more translucent. Hope you learned something today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.